fight for my yearnings. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. Tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning. I'm behind. My mind, it runs. All these thoughts of troubling. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need. Right, yeah. I really need China. I need to free my mind. I need to free my mind now. I really need China. I need to free my mind. I really need my now. Yeah. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me a love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way where you cannot see. Man with this system, you cannot pray. I need to find release. But behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts have trouble me. Fighting to give up my baby. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need. Right here, I really need my love. I need to free my mind. I really need China. I need to free my mind now. I really need China. I need to free my out. I really need China. Oh, yeah. Set me free, freer than the open mind, farther than the eyes can handle, freer than the ocean now. Yeah, yeah, to set me free. Now I need to find release. Set me to the open sky. Now I need to free my mind. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, family, I'm back. I know I've been gone a long time. I haven't done a video maybe in a month, right? Am I right? Has it been that long? But I took a break from my yard. Got majority of the stuff, but it takes a lot of work, trying to get things put in its proper place, getting things, your outside of you has to be balanced in your life, your environment. You don't want no bad energies. Even nature can give you bad energies. Like I talked about on my home channel, dealing with your house. And I think I need to talk more about this because our environments are critical with our energies. And I've been struggling with this, trying to get myself balanced because we're all out of whack in this society, period. And you can let things fester so long, and then when it takes one little thing to tick you off, and you just explode. And this happens. You got to kind of self-examine, self-analyze, because getting angry at the dirty deeds also is reflecting upon you. In a way, there's a way to handle our anger. And for me, I'm learning there's a lot in my life that I have to, that they're, on a continuous basis, that I'm learning how I have to gear everything, because it's very, very hard. It's very, very challenging. It's extra challenging when, you're pretty much having to do things on your own. It can be hard, very challenging. no support hardly, because not too many people understand what you struggling with in your life. So it's only you. So it's only you that knows these things that so you kind of have to sit back and self-examine, self-reflect. So a lot of self-reflecting for me is very critical. Um, and when it could be the littlest thing that's off in nature around you, such as the trees growing underneath your house, causing your house to be imbalanced, which causes energy to be imbalanced. So it's more compounding upon you as a person dealing with these things. It's hard for you, it's draining your energy. So the trees, that are not supposed to be in certain, you know, in certain ways planted. Fruit trees, we don't see many fruit trees, even though fruit trees are very critical to us. You know, some people think nothing in life is free. And the reason why they say this is because of man made illusion of money, finances, and stuff like this that we are faced with, challenge with, dealing with on a day to day basis. The truth is, there's a lot of things that are supposed to be free, and your food supply is supposed to be free. It's been held hostage. It's been held as a bargaining tool. It's been held for a long time, and that is one part of this energy, this negative energy that has brought man down. That has brought man down. And today, I want to look at ways that we can balance out our energies, ways that we can change our minds about how we see the world around us. It's very critical. For one thing, it starts there, the mental. And then, like I said, dealing with our coinciding with nature, living amongst nature. That's been totally put out of whack. If we're going to do something a certain way, you should do it and not try to uh, coexist in a way with things that are not benefiting your energy. It's a relationship, a give and take, and with everything. Now, these nonsense trees that just take water, they're good for our oxygen. But the thing about it is, these trees are supposed to be in a perimeter where it's not necessarily near your homes, because when you grow certain trees near your homes, you're going to get them looking for their water, and they're over these tall big trees, certain trees that have this big I'm not an arborist, so I don't know anything about trees, but I'm learning. But there's trees that have this trunks, thick trunks, and the roots that spread out, they can suck your energy as well. Trees are alive. They are a part of us. That we're connected to them. But I want to be that advocate of fruit trees. They're more critical for us to be close to us, for us to have more closer in our environment, where these things, they don't necessarily come and overpower us. They give, and it's a give and take relationship. Just as these trees that are have the roots that need water, that spread out in search of water, we need those too, but we don't need them close to our environment where they're damaging our habitats. They are important to us for oxygen, and they are very critical. So the whole thing with that is, we want to have that balance. It's very critical. If we don't have that balance with nature out here, then it's hard for us, because people, not everybody can can truly see the importance of your relationship with nature. And basically, this is what I'm talking about, what I'm discussing now. And the energies. Just from that alone, the energies can have a profound effect upon your life and your environment that you need to make conducive for you, you know. It drains because we for so long, many of us, go on with the mind of thinking that, oh, that's just a tree, that's nothing. It is a lot more than what we think. It's a living entity. And living entities, we have good and bad in us. So that tree, those certain types of trees are going to choose themselves over you, over your house. So a lot of times these trees, they'll grow old, they'll die, and then they'll fall on your house. So it's very critical. That's what I was talking about. That it's very critical that we look at the environment and see how conducive that environment is for us. And we, in our communities, the Black communities especially, we have to see what is making people have certain mentalities. It's energy. It's their energy's been drained. It's our mentality being influenced. It's just a lot of unnecessary things that weigh on upon us. Um, we have more to be angry and irritated about at times. So like, today I felt a lot of anger, but no one wants to go through dealing with like just feeling angry about everything. But the whole thing is, you know, it's hard because sometimes you might have, we all suffer some kind of PTSD. And in this environment, more so the American the American Black person, we have it compounded upon us. We have stress, stress, stress that it's just stress on top of stress. And sometimes it can be unbearable. And you have to look at it, you deal with it the best way you can. And like I could come on here and I can be angry and just title this angry. I'm angry. But that wouldn't be constructive for anyone. It wouldn't be constructive for anyone, not even myself. So, sometimes we have to look at the things that are influencing or putting a play upon our energies or taking or draining our energy or knocking us out of the balance that we need. We can't be, as a female, I can't be just in my feminine all the time. I have to as well deal with the masculine side of me. I can't be in just logic all the time, which is the masculine part of my mind, my thinking. I can't be in the intuition all the time. I have to make both of those things work for me. I have to combine the two. So that is one way that we can gain balance is not thinking that this flesh that I was born into with a vagina, that I have to strictly only be in my feminine energy because it's no such thing. We consist of both. We consist of masculine and feminine. I may have to work a little bit on my feminine when it comes to around my home because I got a lot of paperwork, books, and all this mess. And it's over It's overbearing for me. So in that aspect, I have to get knock out some of that masculine energy that I got going on, and add some feminine touch to it. And some of the ways I'm doing that is I got these um, I got these cute little baskets, these cute little. I can hold it up a little bit for you guys. Uh, these things to hide some of my paperwork, some of my writing, some of my studies. Because I'm the type of person, I don't like to lose. I don't, you know, I'll put things away to, um, and then in hopes, especially paperwork that you get in the mail. I'm like, I'll read this later. Or I'll put this to the side. And especially with my writing, my notes, especially for my videos and stuff. Sometimes the paperwork get overbearing, the studies get overbearing, the books get overbearing, and you just need a little cute place, to hide them away, to make that your feminine energy come out, because it's too much masculine when you're thinking and you're reading and you're studying and you're writing and you're dealing with day-to-day bills in life and all these things. That's very masculine. So, you know, I'm in the process of making my room more feminine in that aspect of things. Um, and, I allow my husband to have the things he wants to have. You're not supposed to have like too much electronics in your room, TVs in your room, a ceiling fan, um, all these things. Your bedroom is supposed to be a place of tranquility and rest. It's supposed to be that place where all of the things like these videos, my work, my writings, my studies, all those things are outside the bedroom. They're supposed to be outside the bedroom. Uh, in my case, it's not. So um, I have to fix that because, I have to look and see, well, what is unnecessarily these things draining my energy? How is it draining my energy? A lot of different ways. A lot of different ways. Your environment. How does your outside landscape look? How does your outside with nature look? Um, is your house being impeded by something? It could be rodents. It could be, I hear some things in my attic. It could be spirits. It could be energies. It could be all kinds of things that we may need to clean out of the house. It's definitely in my attic. So, um, you deserve the best in life. You know, in your home is your sanctuary. So you deserve the best in life. So you have to make that for yourself. So it's very critical for that. Your environment's in whole, entire. You deserve the best. And you need to work on, you don't let no job take by your time where you don't have time to organize yourself or get your sanctuary together. A lot of us have this busy lifestyle and working, and we're hardly home because we're in one job and not the other, or we're just always out. But you have to think about the energies. It's very critical. The littlest things can make you and put you in a high energy level. Doing the littlest thing, you just do it yourself. You can check and see if what I'm saying is true. You can just do the littlest thing in your environment for yourself, and that would make a big difference. You will see a huge difference in your energy in your life. Um, some people put water under their beds. That's a good practice. A bucket of like a maybe a bowl of water. That is really good to do. Um, they say don't put water pitchers over your head and your bed at all. Don't put nothing like that over your head and your bed. Those kinds of pictures are good in the dining room, or you know, you can also just put that on the wall facing you, and you just looking at a beach scene or something like that is fine. It helps you. But you don't want that over your head. You don't want storage under your bed. Um, there's so much different things that can affect your energies, but the major one is this feminine and masculine energy. You know, once you get that straight, everything else in your life comes in order. Once you're able to balance your own masculine and your own feminine, and get over this body, and overcome those obstacles of the flesh, then you can really flourish over, you know, you can gain your balance. It's one way of the road to gaining your balance. Um, and like I said, the mind, that's part of it. And our thinking, we're not just in the mind frame of I have to always be in logic, or I always have to be in my intuition. No, you want to do both throughout your life. You know, you it's very critical that we maintain that. So these are just, some. I'm gonna make sure I don't forget everything, because like I said, I'm finishing up my children's book that has been that I was required by a friend of mine to write for the children. And I'm thinking I actually made some mistakes and I left out some stuff, so I'm going to have to work on that tomorrow. Um, and I need to get to bed. It's 1:08 already. But thank you guys for being here with me. I highly appreciate that. And I'm very excited about finishing this book so I can move on to other projects. Um, I'm still working on helping my friend with her play. Um, Once I get done with this children's book, which is almost on the verge, it's almost finished, turn it over. After tomorrow, everything will be done on that. Hopefully, um, working with my illustrator. I'm going to do an interview with her. She's been one lovely illustrator. I've had to, it's like I'm schooling her with this, with a whole new thought of things, because as I'm going through the illustrations in these chapters, I have to describe to her the science, and she doesn't get it. But if she doesn't get it, then that means that I have to make it simple for the children. I have to simplify it more for the children to get it. And I'm really feel confident that this will be a simplified story. If she gets the illustrations, then I have achieved that, you know. So that I'm requiring from her, you know. And I definitely want to do an interview with her. She's been great. She's been patient. Um, so with that said, family, always remember true love, real peace, the higher self within, the soul. And also remember, also, my daughter, she's 6 and she's starting a channel. It's Cheyenne, I believe. I'll put her channel in the description so that you can go over and catch her little videos. I'm actually helping her with some videos. So till next time, peace, family. Thank you for being here.